Happy Wednesday, PWC parents. Dr. Tony checking in here. And if you follow our page, you know that every Wednesday night, Dr. Matt does a whiteboard, really kind of cool, helpful session for you, does a live video where he teaches you about different stuff to help your family, help your kiddos, be healthier, overcome illness, be better resilient, more resilient, better adapt to stress. Well, I'm taking over his spot today, coming to you from a home office with a mini whiteboard and a topic right there that I feel like many of you are going to be feeling me on as we enter this winter holiday season, aka stressed out family season. And I want to take you through a little 4-part algorithm. So we're going to get a little Common Core, just kidding, math done for you. And we're going to show you the 4 things that our kids and families go through really all at once. It seems like these 4 S things really collide. And what they do is they add up to our kids and ourselves. Our nervous systems just flat out get stressed out. When they get worn out, we get sick. We get anxious, we get emotional, we get worn down. And so all of this is very biological, very physiological, very neurological. And I promise you, when we get done ripping through these 4 things, we will get to the most important thing in this video, which is what you can do to get out of it, get ahead of it, and get through it. Yes, get through winter, still happy, still smiling, still healthy. Your tan may fade, but your health doesn't need to, all right? So the number one thing that goes sideways when we hit this season is our sleep. We all know, if you're a parent of young kids, especially any kids, you know that daylight savings is coming this Sunday. So what happens is we shift into the winter months. The world, as God designed it, is wildly intelligent. We are actually supposed to slow down. We are actually supposed to take it easier in the winter months. We are actually supposed to get more sleep. But what happens is, because these other things start to show up, we start to get less sleep. Now, most kids are going to enter this season already not getting enough sleep because of the rest of the stuff that's on the whiteboard. So when that issue becomes magnified with daylight savings, less waking hours, we really get into trouble with that. The flip side of sleep challenges, you could also really describe this as not getting outside, not getting as much vitamin D, not getting as much sunlight, not getting as much outdoor energizing, stress busting, immune system building activity and exercise outside. So that's number 1. Number 2, when the seasons shift, this is going to get a little nerdy, but I'm going to keep it Iowa Farmer simple for you. Our nervous system, maybe in your high school class, health class, biology class, you remember something called circadian rhythms or biological rhythms. The truth of the matter is, our nervous system, our central and autonomic nervous system, regulates our body's temperature and regulates our body's kind of pressure sensors. And so as we go through all these seasonal changes, and spring and fall are the big ones, we really stress out our nervous system because it's preoccupied. It's busy regulating temperature, regulating our immune system, regulating all these changes that are happening. So when our immune system and our nervous system gets sort of sidetracked, that is why our emotions, our sleep, our health start to go sideways a little bit, because it's busy. So we really need to focus on taking care of our nervous system through all the stuff we're talking about here, and making sure that we're getting extra good stuff to hold off the extra not good stuff that is here. Number 3, there's actually a couple lessons all on one line item there. School is really where social and sports kind of all interweave together for our kids. And school is really busy right now. Sports are really busy right now. Your kids probably have projects, they have tests, they have exams, they have grades. So the pressures, so we're talking about pressure here, we're talking about all the same thing. There's a lot more stuff coming at our kids on their schedule. We could have really kind of just called that schedules max out this time of year. Now we're going to have holiday parties and all these other things that are going to come down the schedule, which are going to get in the way of all this. And then if you work at PWC, if you're part of my team, you know how much I despise Halloween. Yes, I said it. Pediatric chiropractor guy who loves to have fun in life, 4 beautiful kids. I can't stand Halloween, okay, for this thing right there. Now, I'm not an over-the-top person who my kids are never going to have sugar. We went trick-or-treating, we did it. But let's not kid ourselves. Cold and flu season has a reason. And it's because of all these things, and then we put kerosene on the campfire, and we go from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas, and we really go into a sugar-filled, stress-filled season. So that's what all this is. All of this adds up to stressed out, wound up nervous systems. And our nervous system can only stay so stressed out and so wound up and try and keep up for so long before it wears out, before it runs out of gas. Our adrenals tap out, our immune system taps out, our digestive system goes sideways. And the moment those other sort of key systems in the body, our immune system, our gut, once they start to get worn out, just our physical system from all of this, so does our brain. And our brain in today's conversation is emotions, behavior, focus, concentration. So if right now you're seeing your kids' sensory issues, emotional issues, behavioral challenges really come to a head and really get worse this time of year, it's these things and really the system that regulates all of this that you've got to take care of the most. See, the number one thing I would leave you with at the end of this video is, you know, from listening to all this, I'm sure you're saying, OMG, that's us, that's my teenager, that's my middle schooler, heck, that's my preschooler, is just wound up, exhausted, emotional, congested, allergies, coughing, sick all the time. How are we ever going to get out of this? Well, the number one thing you got to do is you got to find out how far into it you are. There is an awesome set of technology out there in healthcare now. You're not going to find it in your pediatrician's office or anywhere on a medical side. You're going to find it in a neurologically focused pediatric and family chiropractor, because our specialty is measuring, finding, improving the stress on the nervous system. And so there's a couple of scans, and I'll probably put a couple images in the comments, but right now is the time to find out if your kid's nervous system and immune system and digestive system and adrenals, find out if they're exhausted. Find out if they're out of balance. Find out if they're completely wound up and stressed out. So those are the scans that we run in our office. They're called the Insight Neurological or Insight Stress scans. They literally take 15 minutes to get done. I'm going to teach a lot more about them tomorrow night at a workshop, but I know a lot of times people find these videos, sometimes weeks, months, even years down the road on Facebook or Instagram or on our blog. So if you're watching this and this sounds like your kid, they're stressed, sounds like you, stressed, wound up, worn out, and you know that all of those S's are a part of your life and you can't just magically, snap your fingers and have them go away. You can overcome them. You can get chiropractic care to improve the function of your nervous system, to make it more resilient, to make it more adaptable, to have it better improve and cope with stress. When you get your nervous system working better, you get your immune system working better, you get your emotional system working better, you get your physical system working better. So give us a call. Talk to one of our CAs, learn more about the scans. We'll put a little tab in here that explains some things. But the number one thing I would do is, if this sounds like your crew, is get a set of those scans and measure, is my kid's nervous system stressed out, wound up? If so, how much? And what do I need to do to help it out? That's what we're looking to help you with in these next couple of months, is knowing that these things are coming, but knowing that we can overcome them. If you need help, reach out, give us a call, make a comment, put it in a direct message us, share this. And if you love these videos, if you find these helpful, we do at least one per week. You can find them on our IGTV and just kind of scroll and keep watching, or you can find them on our Facebook page as well. We've been at it there for a little bit longer. So you can find a lot of these helpful informational videos there. Have a wonderful Wednesday.